given 10 minutes, please. Thank you. I believe you, sir. So, our topic is on all about academic performance and attitude towards mathematics for high school students to the out of national exam. So, let me ask you a question. Have you ever heard your friend or your classmate, or even your people around you, have you ever heard them say, I love math, or I think I am good at math, or I hate math? Well, students have many different perceptions of mathematics. A classic Roman poet said in his poetry, they can because they think they can. So, an important aim of mathematics education is to develop in students positive attitude towards mathematics and their involvement in it. So the notion of having a positive attitude towards mathematics encompasses both liking mathematics and feelings about one's own capacity to deal with situations in which mathematics is related. So the way students deal with mathematics shows their disposition or attitude towards it. According to the National Council of Teachers of Mathematics, or NCTM, one of the several factors that can really affect the academic performance of the students is their disposition or attitude towards the certain subject. As used here in the study, mathematical disposition it refers to the tendency of the student to think and act in positive ways. The everyday notion of attitude refers to someone's basic liking and disliking to a target. And also according to Ma and Fisher, 1997, one of the variable attitude is the most potent factor that relates the academic performance or achievement of the students towards mathematics. Researchers showed also that the positive attitude of the students towards math leads them towards success. And an attempt to improve the attitude of the students at lower level provides base for the higher studies in mathematics. So it also causes effect on the academic performance as what Ma and Sue 2004 stated in their study. So in our study, we talk about the academic performance, which is the average grade of the fourth-year high school students in Bayabas National High School. And also one of the study of POPOM 2012 is about the attitude of the fourth-year high school students. He also finds out that there is a significant difference between the gender and the academic performance as well as the attitude of those students towards mathematics. In our research, we also included the gender since we wanted to know if the gender of the students vary their attitude towards math as well as their academic performance. Also, the researchers will also find out if we also determine if really the attitude vary or if the attitude of the students towards math affect their academic performance as well as the gender. And also, the importance of this study is for the teachers or the students to be develop positive attitude of relationship towards the subject as well as the students to be guided by their academic performance. So in our study, we're trying to determine the connection between our independent variable and dependent variable. So we will use the correlational design to determine the relationship. So in our independent variable, we have this attitude of fourth-year high school students towards mathematics. This attitude refers to the position or stand of the students, which can be indicated through their actions, feelings, and their moods towards mathematics. And in this attitude have different kinds. So in our study, we just choose four in which this optimism, confidence, interest, and effort are the most appropriate in determining their attitude towards mathematics. So optimism meaning their positive thinking towards mathematics, and confidence means that they believe that they can answer math problems or their belief in doing something very well. And next is their interest. Interest meaning their if they want to learn or in what they want to know about mathematics. And in and then effort, this refers to the students attempt to do something with include their hard work. And in our dependent variable, we have this academic performance in mathematics of 4th-year high school students. So this academic performance refers to the students' average grade in their mathematics in their last school year. So meaning, since we have this 4th year, so their average grade in their third year mathematics. So in this study, we're trying to know their attitude through a questionnaire which has this category, this attitude, and then we want also to determine the attitude of the students in which they differ according to their gender. And lastly, we want to know the relationship of the attitude and their academic performance in mathematics. So next, this is the question. So our questions are, and problem 1 and 2 are hepatitis 3, and this 3, and the third problem is we will measure it through 0.02 level of significance. So that's it. So a person's attitude is a very influential factor in his everyday activities, physically and mentally. So like the students, it is very important to have an optimistic perception on their studies, specifically in the subject itself. So the attitude or the behavior of a person is one way to know the capabilities of his capabilities, strengths, and skills. So in line with this researchers, in 2008, students' positive attitude towards mathematics have great factors that could really affect the students' academic performance in mathematics. So good attitude would help the students to have determination to achieve good grades in mathematics, and it is very helpful for them to really understand the concept of mathematics well. So though the researchers didn't include teacher factors in the study, it is very important to know that the attitude of the students influenced by the attitude of the teachers in their teaching, in their ways of teaching. So studies carried that the teacher's method of teaching mathematics really accounted for the students' positive attitude towards mathematics, and that without interest, effort, optimism, and confidence, they can hardly perform the subject well. So this study will make use of the descriptive research design. So it involves some type of comparison and contrast, so as to attempt to determine the behavior among the variables. So the population of this study will comprise the fourth year high school students in Bilabas National High School. So in that school there are 3 sections in the fourth year level. So the total population in the fourth year level is 200, and we get a sample of 133, which we use the Scoville's formula. So the Scoville's formula is having a 95% confidence level and a marginal error of 0.5. So from the given population, which is 133, we make a stratified random sampling, then proceed to the simple random sampling, so as to have a proportionate number of students to have a proportionate number of respondents in each section. So in the study, we use a ready-made questionnaire on the respondent's gender and the attitude towards mathematics. The researchers also include the academic performance of the fourth-year students in terms of average grade in mathematics. mathematics from previous school year. And so that we will analyze the data and it will be collected in our research.
Okay, next up, please. We'll now proceed to clarification from Jeannie.